Hello everyone, Hachadino over here, and as you always know, you can like my videos and subscribe in any of the cards that is on the site. Let's begin the video. I hereby declare that the video about trickster rotation things is cancelled. Why is that? They buffed Deathstalker a lot, and there's not one reason right now to play trickster. Even if some things are still bugged with Deathstalker, let's talk about the buffs. So there are many things that have changed. Now the first of course is Darkest Night, but let's go with Deathstalker's mark. Instead of applying 3 stacks, now you apply 2. That makes it way easier to proc the capstone, and it now does double damage from it did before, and now it also increases your next Shadow Strike or Mutilate by 20% instead of 10. You can only have one mark at a time. That has not changed. Now, of course, Flensing Knives, our backstab, or Mutilate from Assassination. Double damage, like I said before. If you have problems with numbers, just duplicate or triplicate them like they are doing here with Lingering Darkness. Instead of 10 seconds, now it's 30 seconds of increased nature or shadow damage. Nature in the case of assassination, and shadow in the case of sublet. What does this change? It just makes it objectively better in any situation than the bug trickster that we have right now. Maybe they, after seeing all of these things, change their mind a little bit and also change trickster. Maybe make Unseen Blade not a rich cooldown, but some way to get some cooldown reduction on it. Because right now, there's also another thing that I talked about the other day. It's that right now, invigorating Shadow Dust, it's still 30 seconds. What does this mean? This means that all of the combos with Vanish and things like that are still important. And if you didn't know what things have been buffed, it's the Stalker Mark, double damage. Knives, double damage. Hand them down, double damage. Darkest Night, double damage. And there are some things with Corrupted Blood that are a little bit bugged, but not that important. And now Lingering Darkness is just super good. They haven't changed Symbolic Victory, but maybe they're going to just change the way it works or just delete it outright. This one is already quite good. As you know, we do a lot of shadow damage, and those 30 seconds means that after using blades, you have those maybe one extra dance, because it's when blade expires, one extra dance with that extra shadow damage on our secret technique. Now, as you already know, this means that there have been some iteration with Rogue. We still don't know if there's going to be a lot more. We'll have to wait until the next build or next time. There is one bug that is still happening, is that you can still stack marks to more than 2. So you can see we got 2 here, and then we get 4, and then we can get 6, and then we can get 8, and then we can get 9 if we want. I think that is not the idea. So what can you do to remedy that meanwhile? You use Shuriken Storm or Backstab instead, or try to do weird things in dance. So play with a lot of more generators like Equine Reprimand or whatever it is. There is still the really important bug with Darkest Night, where the aura is instead of doing 60% increased damage, it does 30% less damage. That's annoying. And even with that bug, it's still doing more damage than Trickster. So now we know, right now, we take Trickster. I'm not having fun with you anymore, and we drop it on the ground. Meanwhile, we play with Deathstalker. And as I said before, I'm going to do Delve and leveling, etc. videos. I'm not going to do raid testing. You can watch other people. And maybe I will do a recap after it's finished of the bosses and what opinions people had on those. And we can talk about it some more. But by now, I'll see you on the next video.